make sure I'm working. How you guys doing this morning? Yeah, I was super tired yesterday again. I slept till like 6. Just did not have enough strength. Now I'm up again at 4. So I like to be up early so I can do my study. I just do my study. This is my study, and I do it with you guys. Let's make sure I'm working. Hello, hello. What's up, buddy? Can't sleep? No. Well, I'm good to see you here. I'm taking my van tomorrow. My wife's gonna take me. She's complaining about it. Go figure. Anyways, she's gonna take me down tomorrow. I'm gonna put my van in. Let's hopefully they do something right this time. I got a feeling that they're not. They're just gonna lay it plastic. You have to cover all the holes. The way my neighbor told me you have to do this plywood. You have to screw plywood down and then over the plywood. Then it covers everything and there'll be no bumps in it. So I gotta tell her that. Let's hopefully she does it that way because there's too many holes in the bottom. And then when I get it back, I gotta go underneath and paint them. I'm just gonna put paint over everything so it doesn't look a little bit rusty. It's not too bad rusty looking underneath there, but just where the holes are, right? Anyways, remember, we're still not righteous yet. Okay? All the teaching says we are, but we're not until we leave this earth, this body. All right, so the third book of the third teaching of Moses, Apocalypse. In the second year of the week of the Jubilee, Rebekah called Jacob her son and spoke to him, saying, "My son, do not take to your wife the daughters of Canaan, as Esau your brother, who took 2 wives of the daughters of Canaan, and they have made the soul bitter. Unclean acts, for all their actions are fornication and lust." That's the problem. When people take a wife, they take them for their looks. And it ends up being fornication and lust. And that's why I don't do it with my wife. Because I have a brain that thinks about other women when I do that. So I've kept myself 2 years from it. And there shall be no righteousness in them, because of their deeds are all evil. I love you greatly, my son, and my heart and my affection bless you every hour of the day and every night. Now, my son, listen to my voice and do the will of your mother, not her. Mother is you in heaven. And do not take a wife or a daughter of this land. Do not take a harlot whore. But only from the house of my father and of those related to my father. You didn't take the wife of your father, because that would be lost. You get it? Only take a wife of my father, which is the all. Everybody has a father, and they're all brothers, sons of the mighty one. People wouldn't know how to read that. They say that, oh, they went and slept with their own children and stuff. Only the evil ones did. If you take a wife of the house of my father, the Most High God, which I just said. Why? Because anybody's father that's up there is in the same house. So she's talking about spirit. Don't take the Jezebel spirit. The Most High God will bless you and your children. You shall be righteous generation and holy offspring. And then spake Jacob to Rebekah, his mother, and said to her, look, mother, I am 9 weeks and years old. I am 9 weeks and years. So he was 9 years old. So that goes to explain, why would he go and take a wife when he's only 9 years old? Don't enter sin, is what you're saying. Take the right mother. Take the right father. And then he spoke to Rebekah's mother and said to her, look, mother, I am 9 weeks of years old. And I have neither been with nor have touched any woman. He's too young. He's not even thinking about that. Nor have I engaged myself to any. Nor have I even thought of taking me a wife or a daughter of Canaan. What she was telling him is, don't hang with those guys and do what they're doing. Stay away from them. And I remember, mothers, the words of Abraham, our father, for he commanded me not to take a wife of the daughters of Canaan. Don't do what Canaan does, but to take me a wife from offspring of my father's house and from my kind folks, from someone of your kind. He's talking to him. She's talking to him and telling him, don't go doing what those kids are doing. And I have heard before, the daughters have been born to Laban, your brothers, and I have set my heart on them to take a wife from among them. Remember, he was only 9 weeks old, and he didn't think about it. He wants to take someone of the house, and this guy must have been a teacher, Laban. So for this reason, I have guarded myself in my spirit. You see, he's guarding his spirit against sinning and being corrupted, what I just said, in any way throughout all the days of my life. For with regard to lust and fornication, Abraham, my father, gave me many commands. Lust of the flesh, do what those kids doing. Don't do that. Do what our brothers are doing. That's what the story's telling you. Don't give ear to them guys over there. Despite all that has commanded me these 22 years, my brother has argued with me and spoken frequently to me and said, my brother, take a wife that is a sister of my own 2 wives. But I refused to do as he had done. He took hearted horror when he refuses to do what his brother's doing. I swear before you, mother, that all the days of my life I will not take me a wife from daughters of offspring of Canaan, and I will not act wickedly as my brother had done. See, right there, and I will not act wickedly as my brother had done. I'm going to stay in the Word. He could have been 9 years and 9 weeks into being good, staying good. He didn't want to sing. Do not be afraid, mother. Be assured that I shall do your will and walk uprightness and not corrupt my ways forever. He will do the will of his mother, Father in heaven, and walk uprightness. I wish I could have, but that wasn't my path. When she heard this, she lifted me up to her face to heaven, and extended a finger of her hands and opened her mouth and blessed the Most High God, who had created the heaven and the earth. Not talking this earth. And she gave him thanks and praise. He's talking, you can either make Barbello, which is paradise, earth, or the world. Doesn't matter. You got to know. Sometimes it calls this earth, sometimes it calls this world. He's talking about his people on the earth that are in my world. He made the heaven and the earth. And we are the ones that are on the earth. Okay? So you got to learn how to read that. Sometimes it says it like that. Okay? That's where I was telling you guys a couple weeks ago. You got to watch when you got to know which heaven and which earth he's talking about. She said, "Blessed be the Lord and many of his holy name." And many his holy name. Blessed be the Lord God and many his holy name. And the Lord is you, and God is you, and many his name, his holy name. That's why they won't know his name. They don't realize he is the Lord. Jesus came down, no doubt about it. But he came as the all, with all in him. That's why when he went up, we died on the cross with him. So, right here is, she said, "Blessed be the Lord God, and may his holy name be blessed forever and ever." Oh, I read it wrong. I'm blessed forever and ever. He has given me Jacob, a pure son, and a holy offspring. He gave me a seed, which is from him, from the heaven, which is created by the Most High Father. Down here it tells you, the Most High God, who had created the heavens and earth, as she gave him thanks and praise. She blessed be the Lord God, and may his holy name be blessed forever and ever. He has given me Jacob, a pure son, holy offspring. For he is yours, and yours shall his offspring be continually throughout all the generations forever. For he is yours, and yours shall be his offspring forever. Just brothers, just children, same children from the Father, throughout generations forever. He is your brother too. He is yours. Blessed him, O Lord, and place him in my mouth, that blessing of righteousness, that I may bless him. And place him in my mouth? The blessings of righteousness that may bless him. Place them in my mouth. The words. Let them come out of my mouth. The words that come out of my mouth. It's not what goes into a man that defiles him. It's what comes out of him. So in that hour when the spirit of righteousness descended into her mouth, she placed both her hands on his head of Jacob and said, "Blessed are you, Lord of righteousness and God." You hear that? This is Jacob. Blessed are you, Lord of righteousness and God of ages. Well, what happened to Jesus? Lord of righteousness and God of ages. We all are the Lord God. And that is Gnostic Gospels. And may you bless him beyond all generations of men. You see that? We're all one. We all are Lord God. There's nobody any better. There's nobody. Just because I know a little more doesn't mean I know everything. I'm never going to say I know everything. I don't want to become like Solomon. Sometimes I have to take it easy. I'm learning too much. You see, like yesterday, he kept me tired because he wants me to break sometimes so that I don't come overconfident and pride. And he gave me a dream and he showed me your pride's starting to, you need to take it down. I get showed everything in my dreams. And he always obeisance everybody all the time. Like yesterday I had started getting a little bit pride. He showed me that. And I was like, oh, sorry, Lord. I asked sorry and he showed me in my dream throughout the night. Just a little bit, right? I mean, everybody has that problem, okay? He said, basing yourself, son, basically, in my dream. Go lower. You're starting to get too much knowledge. It gives you a lot of confidence when you start understanding everything. So it's hard. You got to, even as a teacher, you have to abase yourself. I am no better. I may know a teeny little bit more, but I'm no better. We're going to keep ourselves there. My son may have given you the path of righteousness. This is Jacob. And reveal righteousness to your offspring. That's what this is about. Don't go hang with the wrong people and gain a hearted wife. And he said, no, I'm going to stay here and listen to Laban. Because that was teaching them. That was the person that was teaching them. I'm going to stay here. I'm not going to go and put my ear to these guys swearing and talking about fornication or whatever they were doing. Evil. So may he make your sons many during your life. And may they arise according to the number of months of the year. And their sons become many and great beyond the stars. Beyond means the heaven of heaven. The stars of heaven. Beyond it. The heaven of heavens. And may their numbers be more than the sand in the sea. May he give them this good, pleasing land. What's he talking about? The glorified bodies, the heaven of heavens. That's where our realm really is. As he said he would give to Abraham and to his offspring after him always, and may they hold it as a possession forever. You can't lose it. Salvation is given to you from the beginning, and you're holding it forever and ever. even through the evil and the sin that you did. Why? Because it's an illusion to trick you. My son, I see blessed children born to you during my life, and may all your offspring be blessed and holy. It doesn't mean his children. His offsprings are the ones he's planting the seeds in. He's helping them spiritually grow. Doesn't mean your children. The words of this comes out of our mouth, and it's blessed words. It's light, truth, and knowledge. And it makes you a part of him. So, and as you have refreshed your mother's spirit during her life, you have refreshed your spirit in heaven throughout your life, during her life. The womb of her that gave birth to you. Your mother gives birth to you through iniquity and sin. That's your mother in heaven. You're in the birth canal of it here. I gotta sneeze. Key words are mothers and fathers. Those are key words. Earth and world. Water and life and light and knowledge. And mountains. And fire. And water. Those are all in trees. You gotta know what he's talking about when he talks about those. Those are keys. Stop on them and look at it spiritually. And this is talking spiritually. You're in a womb right now. Tells you in the Bible. Listen, I'm not totally against the Bible. There's a lot of truth in there. But there's confusion in there. And last night I listened to a book that said Jehovah's an evil God. And Yahweh is an evil God. You see? So they're following evil gods. And they don't even know it. And I was too. And I didn't know it. But we're brought out of ignorance. They're not. Blessed you now, my affection and my heart, my breasts. You're sucking off your mother's womb right now. She's milking you. And then when you get the meat, your father's feeding you meat. That's you, your mother, father. Blessed you in my mouth, and my tongue greatly praise you. What comes out of a mouth defiles you. If it's all good, then that's what's on the inner. Increase and spread over the earth. May your offspring be perfect in joy of heaven and earth. We are his offspring today. Anyone who reads the books that they were writing, they're fathering us as well. See, the books father me. I don't listen to anybody. I get it from my father directly. Forever. May your offspring rejoice on a great day of peace, and may they have peace. Now, you don't have full peace, but you do up there. Down here, you don't. You're in the realms under the Father, Heavenly Father's feet. The great I am is not in many books. That's why it's the Most High Creator, Father. I don't know about the word I am, to tell you the truth. I only really see it in the Bible. So I'm not going to go there because I don't know the wholeness of that, but I only see it in the Bible. Is it a made-up name? Well, come from the Bible, so it could be. May your name and your offspring endure to all ages. And may the Most High God be their God. And may God of righteousness dwell with them. See, two different gods. Most High God, and the God of righteousness is you. May the God of righteousness dwell with them, and may his sanctuary be built by all the ages. See, the sanctuary isn't back again. It's not fully built because some of the parts are down here of the unity. And it's being built again, and it's really big right now when it comes over us. It's very close to being full. That 2 sons is almost full, guys. That'll be the fullness of us. It's the biggest sign in the sky. Blessed be he that blesses you, and all the flesh that curses you falsely, may it be cursed. That's why they got it. And they have no fear of casting down on God's true people because they're blind to it. They don't see that. They think that they're the only God. They got the word. And if you disagree with them, they will freak out. I used to, but now, no, hey man, I'll tell you the truth, that this guy that did this to me, I got a little bit upset and started telling him, I'm not going to be listening to you bang me over the head. Friendship is done. Don't call me again. You want to listen to me, and then you curse me when you call me over and over and over. And she kissed him and said to him, this is what I had a dream last night. And I was with a bunch of people, and we all just loved each other. Just a big group that loved each other. And we were all gathered, and some were going off. It was the end of the day. We were getting ready to go to bed. And we were kissing each other. And I had my wife with me. And nobody was going, arr. You see, that's the heavenly love. And there were people I didn't know. There was a couple in there that I knew. But the rest of them I didn't know. May the Lord of the world love you as the heart of your mother. That tells you so much. May the Lord of the world May the Lord of the world love you as the heart of your mother. You are Lord in the middle. Nazareth, Jesus down here. An essence. The Spirit, the Holy Spirit. And up top, you're the mother, father. There's always two. Always two. Down here, you're evil and holy. So you're not fully righteous. Sorry, did I wake you up? I gotta use the washroom too. says, I send you out in two. Two always with you. Down here, one good and one bad. To become one is all it really means. And her affection rejoice in you and bless you. So, let's go over this again. May the Lord of the world love you as the heart of your mother, and her affection rejoice in you and bless you. And she caused and she ceased from blessing. See, why did she cease? Because you've already been blessed from the time you were born in heaven. And that's why I try to say that you are blessed already. All your blessings you got up there. And she ceased from blessing. Doesn't have to give you blessings because it comes naturally. It comes when you don't think it does. Like the dream when I was told to go back to sleep yesterday. In the 7th year of the week of Isaac called Esau his elder son and said to him, I'm old, my son, and my sight is dim, and I do not know the day of my death. Now take your hunting weapons and your quiver and your bow and go out to the field and hunt and catch me venison, which is dear, my son, and make me flavorful meat like my soul loves, and bring to me that I may eat, and that my soul may bless you before I die. But Rebekah heard Isaac speaking to Esau. Esau went out early to the field to hunt, to catch, and to bring home meat to his father. Rebekah called Jacob her son and said to him, Look, I heard Isaac your father speak to Esau your brother, saying, Hunt for me and make. See, he used the evil to feed him. I'm in that predicament. Hunt for me and make me flavorful meat, and bring it to me that I may eat and bless you before the Lord, before I die. Himself, the Lord, he's saying, Now, my son, do as you are told, and do as I command you. Go to your flock, fetch me. He's using the good for the evil. You see that? Because he couldn't go and get the meat. He couldn't be fed. Go to the flock and fetch me 2 good kids of goats, and I will make them good tasting meat for your father, like he loves, and you will bring to your father that he may eat and bless you to the Lord before he dies. See, his spirit, his Lord, was feeding him when he couldn't go and get his own food, and he was using the evil to do it. So Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, Mother, shall I not withhold anything which my father would eat and which would please him? But I am afraid that he will recognize my voice and wish to touch me. And you know that I am smooth, and Esau my brother is hairy. And Esau my brother is hairy, and he will see me an evildoer, because I'm doing something that he's not told me to do. and he will be very angry with me, and I shall bring myself to a curse and not a blessing. Not being obedient. He's not doing what he was told. Esau was. So sometimes the evil does. Evil loves, evil will help you when you're hungry. More than the Christians. You get it? The Christians walk by. So there was a guy sojourning on the road, and someone was sick this is a story in the Bible. Someone was sick on the side of the road, and the Levites passed him, and the pastors passed him. But an ordinary evil man stopped. Just an ordinary citizen. I didn't know if he was evil or not. He was called a publican. Or another word for it is a Gentile. A Gentile stopped, took that man to an inn and told them, I'll pay you to take care of him. I'll give you as much as it needs until he's healed. You see that? They have the Spirit of God in them too, a little bit. Or else they wouldn't be alive. That's what this is telling you. Esau, even though he was evil and a black seed, he had some good in him. That's the Spirit that keeps him alive. The dull light, the light bearer. Until his light is taken, he will walk on the earth until his evil is full. When his evil is full, then he's taken by his own. But they love people too. They have a little bit of good in them. And that's exactly that story. Rebekah's mother said to him, you curse be on me, my son. Just do as you are told. Jacob obeyed the voice of Rebekah, his mother, and went and brought back 2 good fat goat kids and brought them to his mother. And his mother made them tasty meat like he loved. Rebekah told the good and pleasing clothes of Esau. Notice how it says clothes. Her elder son, which was with her in the house, and she clothed Jacob, her younger son, with them, and she put on skins of the kids on his hands and on the exposed part of his neck. She gave the meat and the bread which she had prepared to her son Jacob. Jacob went to his father and said, I am your son. I have done as you asked me. Arise and sit and eat of that which I caught, Father, that your soul may be blessed. So was Esau the evil part of Jacob because they were born out of the same belly? You might wonder. Esau was holding his heel. I bruised that heel when they came out. He was the tail to be made head. That's what I'm getting out of it. Esau was his evil half, his other evil half, doing evil, coming back in, doing good. Jacob and Esau. Now, that's what it looks like, but I don't know it for sure. Because 2 men enter, 1 man leave. And he made him skin like his brother. She did. I don't know. I'm just saying. could that be possible? Sure, it could be. Isaac said to his son, "How have you found game so quickly?" Jacob said, "Because the Lord your God caused me to find." Isaac said to him, "Come closer that I may feel you, my son, and know if you are my son Esau or not." Jacob went over to Isaac and his father, and he felt him, and he said, "The voice of Jacob's voice. The voice is Jacob's voice, but the hands are the hands of Esau." And he did not recognize him, because it was a decision from the heaven to remove his power and perception. And Isaac discerned not, because his hands were hairy as his brother Esau. So Isaac blessed him. The hands, the workman's hands, the spirit. And he said, "Are you my son Esau?" And Jacob said, "I am your son." And Isaac said, "Bring him to me, that I may." He lying to him? "Eat that which you have caught, my son, that your soul may bless you, that my soul may bless you." And Jacob brought to him, and he ate. And Jacob brought to him wine, and he drank. Isaac his father said to him, "Come close, and kiss me, my son." He came close, and he kissed Isaac, and he smelled the smell of raiment. And he blessed Jacob, and he said, "Look, the smell of my son is the smell of a full field, which the Lord has blessed." You're going to know what son it is. No matter what, no matter how blind you are, you're going to know who's in your presence. So may the Lord give you the dew of heaven that is sprinkling on you when your spirit is turned and it pours out on you. That's the dew of heaven. Slowly filling you with light. That's the light. The truth, the wisdom, and the knowledge. Yesterday, I had to take a break because I don't want to get to know too much too fast. Can't give too much. You know what I mean? If you give too much, you could be like Solomon and be too wise, and your pride starts popping out. So the Lord told me in my dream last night, you have to take it down a notch. A little bit of pride in my dream. I was like, uh-oh, I got to fight that one. It happens to everybody. You have to digress. And I digress. "And of the dew of the earth, and plenty corn and oil, let the nations serve you, and the people bow down to you." You see that? Even though you're good, you still get help from the people that aren't. If you're in need, they should help you, because they have a little bit of it in them. Be ruler over your brothers, and let your mother's son bow down to you. And may all the blessings that the Lord has blessed me, and bless Abraham, my father, be imparted to you and to your offspring, my father, be imparted to you. That's forever, forever. Cursed be he that curses you, and blessed be he that blesses you. There it goes again. If they prosecute you, they're the ones going to be prosecuted. They don't care. in this day. They just care that their word is God. You see that? That's them saying, I am God. I know more than you. That's why I digress and say, I only know a teeny bit more than people. I don't know it all. It's normal for us to digress, but for them, they're fighting with you. No, I don't believe you. This is what do you mean? I know I have it happen to me all the time. A few days ago, it happened to me. That's claiming that they're God. I'm not your God. I'm not anything but a teacher. You see, yesterday I was saying, that's just teaching. I must always keep myself lower down here. If I try to go higher, I'll get in trouble. So I'm no better than anybody. I don't claim to be. You guys will be at the same stairwell as me if you're in this room. We're all equal. Yet I'm lower. This happened as soon as Isaac had made an end of the blessing his son Jacob. That Jacob had went away from Isaac his father and hid himself. Esau his brother came in from his hunting, also made a flavorful meat, and brought it to his father. And Esau said to his father, Let my father arise and eat my venison, that your soul may bless me. See, he was doing it for the wrong reason. Last night I was listening to a thing that made sense. We don't do it for fear of hell. We do it for the love. There's a difference. Most people are following the Lord for the fear of death and hell. That's the first thing that comes to everyone's mind when they first give themselves. But I don't fear that anymore. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it because I fear hell. If that's where I was meant to go, then that's where I would go. But the Father and the Lord and the Mother of all and the Great Father have shown me different. But it doesn't make me any better. That's just a blessing. Those blessings I was given before I came down here. I went through hard tribulation, and those blessings helped keeping me going. Hold on, guys. What the heck? Hold on. Some people need a little more blessing because they have to go through a little more hardship. Doesn't mean that I'm more blessed than anybody. I just got my amount. And you got your amount that makes you back. It's not something that's, hey, I'm blessed more than you because I get way more dreams. Do you think I don't? I didn't need those. Those are for edifying of the heavens and for comforting to me because I had to go through a hard tribulation. Everybody has their certain amount of blessings given to them before they were born. All your prayers have been answered. The only thing I pray for is when evil attacks and thanking the Father, the creator of all. And that's constantly. Throughout the day, if I'm attacked and I want to do something evil, that's when I pray. Isaac, his father, said to him, Who are you? Esau said to him, I am your firstborn, your son Esau. I have done as you have commanded me. Isaac was very greatly surprised and said, who is he that has hunted and caught and brought in to me? And I have eaten of all before you came. That's the good one. You eaten it all before you came. You get it? What I was just saying. And have blessed him, and he shall be blessed, all his offspring forever. You see, that's talking the spirit of that one that came in was blessed before all. He came in before you came into the flesh, and you were blessed. That's exactly what that means. It happened when Esau heard the words of his father Isaac, that he cried with a very loud and a bitter cry, and he said to his father, bless me also, father. Isaac said to him, your brother came with trickery and has taken away your blessing. And he said, now I know why his name is Jacob. Behold, he was supplanted me with these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and now he has taken away my blessing. Esau said, have you not reserved a blessing for me, father? And Isaac answered and said to Esau, look, I have made him your lord, and his brothers have I given to them for servants. I have strengthened him with plenty of corn and wine and oil. He got all the blessings, right? Now what shall I do for you, my son? Esau said to Isaac his father, have you only one blessing, father? Please bless me also. Esau lifted up his voice and wept, and Isaac answered him and said to him, far from the dew of the earth shall be your dwelling. You're not getting blessed. Why? What happened? Jacob stole his light, his birthright, for being a seed of light. That's what this is about. And his own father told him, you're not going. You're not getting the dew. You're not getting the blessings. And far from the dew of heaven from above. You're not getting the spirit, the water, and the truth from above. He's told his own son that. This is the birthright. His son Jacob took all of his birthright, his spirit, his light. And his father told him that. And you aren't going, basically. But your sword will live, and you will serve your brother. See? He has a sword to kill and cut down Esau. But Jacob didn't. Jacob just took his light because his brother Esau cut him down all the time and hated him and prosecuted him. Therefore, Jacob took his light from him. It's the same thing as I've been teaching for a couple days now. So my brother 4 days ago did the same thing. That's why you know them by the fruit. You have to learn how to take stuff like that out of the story. It shall happen when you become great and you shake his yoke off from your neck, and you will sin completely and commit a sin worthy of death. Esau, you're getting more in the sin because you're losing your light and you're becoming more lawless. That's what they do. Yet they think they're good. See, Esau was wanting to be, he had the wrong motive, right? He had the wrong motive. He was seeking to save his life when Jacob was just taking it because he was killing with a sword, a spiritual sword, his own brother. And you will be made completely sin worthy of death, and your offspring shall be rooted out from underneath heaven, the clouds twice plucked up by the roots. I can see them. Esau kept threatening Jacob. Because of the blessing. This guy kept threatening me and getting mad at me because of my blessing. Deep inside, he didn't have that blessing like I do. And he copycatted it, saying he saw Jesus in his room. You're not going to see him because he is you. You're going to feel it, your spirit come in the room. You're not going to see it. You see? He would call me up and go, "Oh, Preacher Rod, hey man, I'm just a guy under the bus studying with you guys. That's all I am. I'm not a pastor or a preacher or nothing. The words of the Lord come out of my mouth, and that's about as much as I got." Because of the blessing his father blessed him with. Huh? Your father blesses you. Your father, is you. And he said in his heart, "May the days of mourning for my father come now, so that I may kill my brother Jacob." Because he doesn't have the same blessings. He was doing it for the wrong motive. Please bless me. Because he was jealous of Jacob's blessings, oil and the fruit and the swords and the words and the meat. You get it? He had it. Jacob had it, but Esau didn't, and it made him very angry. And he wants to actually kill his brother Jacob spiritually. That's what happened to me. Exact same story as Esau, and I lived through it over and over again. To be able to understand it, you have to live through it. You have to walk through the shoes of it. That's why every time I do, there's a new teaching. If you see the story through this, is the same as who I thought was my brother that wants to kill me because it rears its ugly head every 3 or 4 months when I say, "Hey, let's be friends again. I'll help you again." And then he's jealous of the understanding I have and the blessings I have. And he wants to take it because he doesn't have it. And he's losing his birthright. He's losing his light, his birthright. And it's giving it to me. And it's making them more angry. That's why I told him it's more dangerous for me to be in your life. I have to separate from the goat because you want to kill me spiritually. And I seen that through this dude. He was Esau. Jealous just because of what the father gave me. That's what this is. May the days of mourning of my father come now, so that he may kill my brother Jacob. You see? Because we're equally yoked. Up here it says, shake his yoke. He shook off the yoke of truth. And he wanted to take his false believing and saying, "I'm God. And your word's false." That's just saying. He didn't say that. But he's jealous of how much I've been blessed. Because he didn't get enough himself. You see? That's it. And then 2 weeks ago, I was talking to him. "Well, I'm just going to go smoke a joint." "Man, you've been a Christian as long as me. Why are you going to sin on purpose?" You see that? Just to use it for a witness, man. Because Rebecca was told Esau's words in a dream. And Rebecca sent for Jacob, her young son, and said to him, "Look, Esau, your brother will take vengeance on you and kill you. Same thing happened to Cain and Abel. You see? Any brother that is screaming and yelling at you, he's jealous. He's envy of what you got. He wants to covet what you have spiritually, not stuff. When you covet something, you want what he has. You're found wanting too. This guy is all Esau. Totally. Now, therefore, my son, do as you are told, and get up and flee to Laban, my brother. Go to the good one, to Haran, and stay with him a few days until your brother's anger fades. Give him another chance. Go and take yourself away from his presence. Hide yourself. Get away from me. I don't want to be around goats. That's exactly what I said. Away, and he removed his anger from you and forgets all that you have done. That's exactly what this guy does. Then I will send for you to come from that place. Jacob said, I'm not afraid. If he wishes to kill me, I will kill him. Well, I don't wish to kill anybody. But she said to him, let me not be bereft of both of my sons on one day. You don't say that you want to kill him, but your spirit will take his light, his birthright, his truth, his wisdom and knowledge and blessing. So Jacob said to Rebekah, his mother, look, you know that my father has become old and does not see because his eyes are dull. If I leave him, he will think it's wrong. And if I leave him and go away from you, my father will be angry and will curse me. I will not go. You got to stay where you're at. I will not go when he sends me. Only then will I go. Rebekah said to Jacob, I will go and I will speak to him, and he will send you away to go and do the work. You also need to get away because your brother's going to kill you. See, teaching someone like that is only going to drain you. You are taking his birthright. Because he's striking you, you're taking it. You don't want to kill him, but you don't want to be around him. And you go away. I got to block you, brother. You're just not understanding. I got to get away from the goat. Same thing I just went through. I've been through this many times. And I will go away. Block. Same thing. It's better that I go away so that he doesn't stab himself any worse than he has with me. I've taken enough of his light. I don't want to be around him to cause him danger. It's better that I leave his presence so he doesn't want to kill me and lose his light. That is love. When you have to get away from these people because you don't want them to fall due to the circumstances of you. So it's better off that you get away from them and cause no more harm. You're causing harm, but you're not meaning to, because your angel's going to take his light. And I don't want anyone to die on the blood of my hands. I don't want them to be filled with darkness. So I go away. It's better that I block myself from him so that he doesn't kill himself. That doesn't give his birthright totally away. That little bit of light that he has, that maybe he can go off on his own and gain that light from what I've told him. I got to get away from the goat. I can no longer be your friend. And block him. Maybe he could go away and gain back light and come back and just listen. He's never going to be connected to me on any phone ever again. He's welcome to come in here and listen. But as soon as he speaks, I don't want to hear it. Hopefully he comes back and gets light from here. I'm not here to cause anybody harm. I don't wish anybody to hell. I have mercy. And it was mercy for me to leave him and block him. People don't get that. Why? Because I don't want the guy to lose any more light. He has little understanding, yet he thinks he's like God. He thinks he knows more, and he has one book. So let him think he has more. I don't really care. It's not about who has more. I don't envy. He could have had many, many blessings, and I'd be, yay, brother, good for you. I'm glad you have those blessings. Not, no, and you don't, and I was born of this earth, and so are you. And, it's senseless. So Rebecca went and said to Isaac, I hate my life because of 2 daughters of Heth, whom Esau has taken as wives. He took an evil spirit. If Jacob took a wife from among the daughters of the land such as these, I could not live with it, because the daughters of Canaan are evil. So Esau took an evil wife, the harlot whore, the Jezebel spirit, just like this guy. The same situation is going on here. And I took the good wife. And he envies it and wants to kill me with the sword. And he lies in wait, acting all nice. And one day, right, well, I did this and I do that and I did this and I saw Jesus and I this and that, okay? I can't be with the goat anymore, buddy. Brother, I love you, but I gotta separate. And that's what I did. It's so that he doesn't take his soul. That's mercy and love. They don't understand what love is. It takes a lot to learn what love truly is. Love is blind to most people. Well, that's cruel that you left him. No, it'd be cruel if I stayed there, because he would have slayed himself if he keeps doing it to me. It's the same with my mother and my daughter-in-law. I had to leave, close my mouth to these people, to let them find their own way. Because it's not the same way as me. And I don't want to take any more light from them. That is love. People, love is backwards to people. Oh, you must go back to your mother. No. She was the worst one out of all of them. She struck me hardcore. When your mother's telling you, if you keep teaching that stuff, I'm going to get rid of you. You did 40 some years ago. I was adopted. This is my mother that I found 10 years ago. She already got rid of me twice. So I closed the door and I said, love you, Mom. Gave her a hug and kiss and goodbye. I didn't leave her with rudeness. And I never called her again. And she calls my sister, rah, 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 Rodney, and rah, 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 rah. Listen, I'll give you another chance. Pick it up. And the sun's not this and the sun's not that. Click. See, that's how they say they're God. My teaching is better than yours. to anybody. I'm not here to be a better teacher than anybody. I'm not looking for that. How you doing, Cormac? Did you find your book? Did you get your book? So the situations you saw, did you watch my dream? Did you find your book? Here's another book for you to get off of Amazon, buds. It's coming to me. I got it yesterday. It's a big book. You won't need any more. This will be your last book you need to get. Oh, wow. I bought this one yesterday. This is the last one you'll need to get. It's just a better copy of this one. This is a good book. I stay out of the Bible. I only use it as a reference. I don't hate the book. It's got, the Bible's got some of the biggest bangers in it, right? But I just use it as a reference book. There's a lot of, I listened to a book last night that said Jehovah's the evil God. Yahweh's the evil God. That's the 33-degree Mason book even knows it. I could only listen to it for so long. Because they say, well, God is evil, the Father. No, he's not. So I had to quit listening to there, but they know Jehovah is a false God. They know Yahweh is a false God. So if the evil people know it, how come the Christians don't? Anyways, this friend has done exactly what Esau did to Jacob, his brother, to me. So I know the situation. You are stealing his light. The birthright is where you come from, is your light, because you're light. If you're stealing the birthright, you're taking his light. Because Esau wanted to kill him, and Esau hated the gifts that he had, the wine, the oil. He hated that. He's covenant over his spiritual gifts, and it made him angry because his father told Esau, you don't have what he has, and you're not going to get covered by the heavens. His father Isaac straightly told him out, you're not making it to heaven. But your brother has all the wine, the oil, all the blessings, and you don't. So Esau wanted to kill him. And he says here, may the days of mourning for my father come now. He's mourning for what? He doesn't have a father in heaven. So that I may kill my brother Jacob. That's exactly what I went through with my friend again. Once again. Because he's peed off that I have way more blessings than him. So I know the word. You don't know the word. I'm God. You see that? I'm not. I'm just teacher. I'm just trying to help people gain water. for a bit different reason, because I love. They don't truly know what love means. So for me to separate from him is saving him, because all he's going to do is keep stabbing me, and all I'm going to do is take his birthright, his light. And he's going to be full of darkness, because he wants to kill me with the sword. He'll suck me in, this friend. Oh, hi, Rod. How you doing, brother? And I'll go, oh, how you doing, man? And then we'll slowly start talking, then I'll slowly start teaching him, and then eventually, that's what he does to me. I got the word. I saw Jesus in my bedroom. I know the word, and I'm in the flesh, and you are too. And I'm like, no, I'm not. Every time. So he's losing his light, because he's screaming and yelling at me, and he's envious, and he wants to kill my spirit, because he doesn't have the same fruits, the same wine, the same oil and herb. And he's envy of it. And he wants to covet it. And he's found wanting, because he doesn't have the same thing as Esau and Jacob. I just walked through that story. That's good, buddy. The last book you're going to need to get, Ultimate 84 book, Apocrypha. It's on its way here. I ain't buying another book after that. So Isaac called Jacob and blessed him, and warned him and said to him, do not take a wife of any daughters of Canaan. Do not hang with the evil teachers. Listen, it'd be better off that you hang with people that don't believe in God than these fake teachers, than these fake people. Because boy, oh boy, they sure don't even think when they're screaming and yelling at you. When they're hitting you with a sword. They think that they're of God and you're not. And they'll blame it on you. Oh yeah, it's all good, buddy. Yeah, take it. If you have your phone on you, take a picture of it. Well, you could just write it. You know what it looks like. The Ultimate 84. Hold on a sec. I gotta go to work here soon. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here. So God bless you. God will make you walk through this stuff like I have. I walked through this. I know this story because it just happened to me. He always shows me when I'm reading. Now it's coming to an end, and I'm to use it for a witness. You are to witness against false Christians. You down here on the earth are to judge them in a proper manner. Down here on the earth, but they'll tell you no. Yeah, it all is expensive, bud. They should see what they're paying for apartments here. See, remember, it'll cost a day's labor just to live one day. It's already here. People can't afford to live. I'll see you when I get home. God will keep you.